every year for the last 5 years. Who also love Italy? Please raise your hand. So you will understand me. What I love in Italy? Nature, food, wine, traditions, and certainly Italians. Italians are always fashionable and elegant in any age. But what I love in Italians most of all is their optimism and resourcefulness. And I'm going to tell you 3 short stories about different cities of Italy just to prove it. And my first story is about Pisa. Have you ever heard about Leaning Tower of Pisa? Please raise your hand who have heard. And who was in Pisa? And those who were will understand me. There are 2 places in Pisa that actually feed the whole city. An airport for low-cost airlines and Piazza de Miracoli. There that famous tower is located. But what is the story behind that famous tower? Once upon a time, citizens of Pisa decided to build the most beautiful white tower. But the effort of the tower, Banano Pisano, didn't calculate the softness of the soil, the size of the base, and the weight of the tower. And tower began to fall already during construction. And what Italians did? They said, okay, we cannot have the most beautiful tower in Italy, but we would have the most famous leaning tower in the world. And now nearly everyone knows this Leaning Tower of Pisa. And my second story is about another popular city of Italy called Siena. In Siena, there is one of the oldest universities in the world. But forget about it. It doesn't matter, because Siena is popular for its holiday called Palio. During this holiday, 17 districts of the city organize horse race on the main square. And this holiday is held 2 times a year, and the celebration lasts up to 2 weeks. But running time itself is only about 1.5 minutes. Can you imagine? And last year, I was in Venice. Venice is the most beautiful and unforgettable city I have ever seen. But my third story is not about Venice. My third story is about 2 famous islands in Venice Lagoon, Murano and Burano. Murano was always popular for its glass factory. And a lot of people come to this island to see the factory and the production of Murano glass. You can see an example on the picture. But Burano wasn't so popular, and there were Italian grandmothers who lived there and were eating some stuff which were not so popular. But they were jealous, and they wanted to eat tasty. So one day they gathered for a meeting to discuss the situation. And as it was Italy, they brought a lot of wine. The meeting lasts for a long time and closer to the midnight. The grandmothers, heated by the discussion, went out to the streets and began to beat the remaining bottles of wine against the walls of the city. In the morning, or more possibly in the afternoon, looking at the mess they had done, they decided not to wash the walls. but to repaint them in different colors. And now Burana is famous for its colorful houses. And lots of tourists come there just to see these houses. And it's really cost to be seen, I would tell you. I like traveling, as you could have understood. And I think that traveling helps us understand ourselves and other people, to see amazing things and places. And we can learn a lot from other nations. And thanks to Italians, I became a little bit more optimistic and I hope resourceful. Thank you very much.
Dear guests, also please evaluate Anna's speech. Okay, and I ask timer to time 1 minute.
Time is over.
Okay. So now it's time for fourth speaker. Presentation. Our fourth speaker, Julia Tokareva, Haunted by Church and the Big Bang Theory. Haunted by Church and the Big Bang Theory, Julia Tokareva.
I follow a lot of personal development trainers, coaches on my Facebook and Instagram. So every day when I scroll my social posts, I see different articles related to your motivation, to your personal growth, to stimulating you achieving even more. And what I noticed that recent trend is related to your brain power. So every time that I get an article, it would always be connected to visualization techniques, to working on your confidence, on your brain, training your brain, programming your consciousness. And after reading all of these articles, I discovered the main theory for myself. And the theory about training your brain or how to achieve anything in your life. So, how can we do that? Imagine you want to have a car, or you want to have a house, or let's go in further. You want to have a beautiful wife or a very smart husband. Let's go even further. Let's imagine the absolutely perfect life. A life where you're fulfilled, when you're feeling happy, and every single day. So how can you achieve that? And one of the main tools is the visualization technique. Some of you that are familiar with this technique is what do you need to do? So you have a car, or a house. So you need to think about this house every day. You wake up thinking about this house, you go to bed thinking about this house as well. And this house is literally haunting you every day. And you keep thinking, you need to imagine the shape, you need to imagine the smell of the house, if that could possibly be. And then after months or years, the dream will come true. As much as I believe in this power of visualization, because it does work, and a lot of people follow it, and a lot of people a lot of people spend so much energy on this visualization because it does require a lot of energy. You practice it on an everyday basis. But I discovered for myself that this way of achieving your goal and your dreams requires too much energy. I'm too lazy and I want to just spend time in bed rather than thinking about my perfect house. And what I noticed that there is another way of shaping your life and setting it to the right flow. And I really think that your little habits, your everyday likes and love and passions shape your flow of your life in so much better way than any visualization technique. And I will share with you a couple of stories of mine which I never imagined that can unfold in the way it unfolded. I never imagined that my little passions, little things that I do every other day can end up being in this manner. And one of the stories. I'm very much interested in religion, church, and Jews. I have no idea why I'm interested in Jews. I'm just interested in Jews. My grandfather would always tell me stories about Jews, about the church. He would take me to the church not to pray, but just to show me around. I would always come to him asking different questions, and I got so excited about all of these stories and knowledge that I'm receiving. And in the end, my passion for church and religion led me here. In my work, I had a task. I needed to hire my team member, my first team member, and I was very, very carefully preparing for this moment because, oh, come on, that's your first little baby, you'll have in your team. And I was preparing the interview questions, and my candidates passed through intense level of selection, and I finally selected the best candidate. And my team member is an altar boy in the church. He goes there every day, and he helps to give blessings to old ladies in the church. Well,